Hitty hoddy dooby dooby doo. Time to play some Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, what do you want? Alright, let's have some fun.
You're real heroes.
Kind of routine. As usual, I led the charge.
We're fired heroes. Peck's gonna pull our license.
Well, get real, Ray. It's the holidays. Nobody in this town's going to be around to pull our license till Monday. We got the whole weekend to stop this calamity and probably half a dozen others, save the city. We got a 4-day weekend. We have time left for ourselves.
Dr. Vinkman, if they start evacuating Manhattan, I won't be coming in on Monday. Catastrophic exodus of the city does not count as a floating holiday. I know. I looked it up.
What does this symbol mean?
Guys. Perfect fit.
It's not a constellation. It's a mandala.
I can't believe I never saw it before.
Okay, for 1 minute, pretend someone here doesn't know what a mandala is.
A mandala is like a spiritual labyrinth.
And this one looks like a spiraling system that feeds into each successive node along the line until it reaches a culmination point. Before he died, Shandor must have set some mechanism in place, similar to the antenna in Dana's building.
You know, I think you helped to make that clearer. So this was the gizmo that's supposed to feed energy to the destructor form?
That's right, Peter.
Well, Dr. Venkman.
Well, I had to get one right eventually, didn't I? I mean, it's just math.
All right, I'm just speculating, but it's possible that ghosts are trapped in the system, funneled from node to node, and they get stronger and stronger until they reach the end, and then they...
Look, the first portal, the library. The second, the museum. And the third, the Sedgewick.
And that means the fourth portal must be right here.
The middle of the Hudson River?
Well, according to the mandala, yes.
It may need a little tweaking.
I don't know. Plenty of bodies in that river. Could become ghosts.
But what does this have to do with me? What did I do?
You were at the museum and the Sedgewick.
Maybe you were some sort of catalyst, accidentally setting things in motion.
You're saying this is my fault?
You are blameless. What Egon meant to say was that you have some sort of connection to this thing, and we're going to go back to the Sedgewick and find out what. Isn't that right, Brainiac?
That's right, Peter.
Alyssa, do you remember where you were going when you were at the Sedgewick?
I was standing outside a room, 1221. Something was compelling me to go in, but I woke up just before the door opened. I ran out of there as fast as I could. And then some jerk tried to pick me up on the elevator.
Okay, you need to stay here where it's safe and where you can't set off any more cross-dimensional shockwaves, hot stuff. Yeah, read up on the Mandela, and the boys will check out the Sedgewick.
The boys. And what about you, superstar?
I'm gonna have you drop me off near Peck's office. Something tells me he's not quite what he seems.
Good idea. Meet us at the hotel when you're done.
Whoa. If this place were any more dead, we need a coroner.
Egon used to be a licensed coroner.
No kidding.
It's just a hobby now.
Closed until further notice by the Paranormal Contracts Oversight Commission.
Peacock.
Entrance into this establishment is strictly forbidden and is punishable by fine and imprisonment.
What now?
This notice is for the general public. It doesn't apply to us. We're bonded contractors for the city.
Especially the Ghostbusters.
All right, heat 'em up. We'll melt our way in.
Wait, I have a better idea.
Good thinking.
This is disappointing.
No. Disappointing is the Jets losing in the last 2 minutes. Not being covered in slime by phantom ghouls out to kill us doesn't exactly make me reach for a hanky. Why'd they shut down? You guys didn't bang the place up that bad last time you were here.
If this place is a Mandela node, a few burnt walls and broken ceilings are the last thing that anybody's...
And smashed furniture, broken chandeliers, destroyed paintings, shattered vases, probably some minor structural damage.
Thanks, Egon. My point being that there's more to worry about here than some minor cosmetic issues.
Definitely a mandala node.
If we don't shut down Shandor's Mandala soon, most of Manhattan will become as vacant as this. Not to mention also becoming a bastion of absolute mind-numbing horror for centuries to come.
Hey, I definitely don't lay out $2 grand a month for a 600 square foot walk-up to live in a bastion. Let's get to work. It's an ambush. Get them hot.
Wait a minute, wait. I don't think they're a threat. They may only be residual hauntings.
I think Ray is right. They haven't crossed entirely into this dimension. They're just psychokinetic echoes, ghosts of ghosts, completely harmless.
Great. I was hoping to meet a friendly ghost someday, but I'll settle for harmless right now.
I'm getting a strong valence spike higher up in the building.
Alyssa said she was called to the 12th floor. Let's start there.
Possessed bell-bottom jeans, circa 1970. Rumored to have been haunted during a seance on the Merry Pranksters tour bus, these jeans have long been a staple of the psychedelic supernatural underground. Spotted backstage at Woodstock, caught on grainy 16mm film in the candlelit background of a Haight-Ashbury Lovin', photographed riding behind a member of a notorious biker gang fleeing Altamont. The walking pants have been around whenever weirdness or tragedy strikes the hipster scene. The walking pants are the hippie equivalent to the Girl on the Road ghost story. Prior to their resurfacing this year, they haven't been seen since 1981. Return to Hotel Sedgewick.
Come on, let's go! This way. They'd have shut down the power when they closed.
Can we take the stairs?
Well, we can try climbing, but the last time we were here, a level 3 animator took out the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you weren't here last time, Winston. So no stairs, no elevators. Did you hear something?
Over there. Come on.
I think we're dealing with a level 5 anchored ambusher. Be careful.
It went into the stairwell. We've got it cornered.
Help! This is just how a level 5 anchored ambusher lures you in. The manager? What are you doing here?
Ghosts, monsters, everywhere.
There was another voice. A woman screamed. Are you alone in here?
I just said ghosts and monsters everywhere. Does that sound like I'm alone?
He meant people.
Then yes, I think so.
Well, I guess that explains it.
Sir, there's no need to fear. These are just shadows, echoes of actual ghosts. They can't hurt you.
Come with us, sir. We can lead you to safety.
Broccoli Queen Autobiography, circa 1973. As related in her book, Confessions of a Broccoli Queen, the beautiful Sydney Chalmers came to the big city with big dreams and a modeling contract, and was selected Broccoli Queen of the Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1967. Little did she know, that would be the pinnacle of her career. She went to Hollywood to make movies, but only appeared in a string of low-grade exploitation films. A life of ongoing wild parties and desperation led her to pen a sexy and scathing tell-all of the beauty industry. Sydney died in a tragic and somewhat suspect hot tub accident the day the book hit the stands. She never knew that she had finally found the success she craved, as the book entered bestseller lists and remained there for over 2 years. Not really cursed, but it's really a good airplane read. Return to Hotel Sedgewick.
My God.
Someone you know?
I don't know. Most of the old staff knows the story of the Spider Witch, a professional widow who did unimaginable things in a room on the 12th floor back in the 1920s.
What are you still doing here? Why didn't you evacuate with everyone else?
I came back last night to retrieve some payroll records, but the hotel won't let me out. The door's shut on me, and the phones are down too.
That means we're trapped now, too. And we have to hope that Peter figures out we're missing. There goes a weekend.
Not necessarily. The 12th floor is apparently the core of this node. If we can get the power back on, we can take the elevators.
If the elevators don't eat us.
Yes, if the elevators don't eat us.
Where are the circuit breakers for this place? We don't have a lot of time.
Breakers. In my office. But the city came and turned off most of our power after the electrical fire on the 3rd floor. There's no way to turn it back on from here.
That's inconvenient.
We've got to find some way to get the elevators moving.
There's a backup generator in the utility room, off the kitchen. It's for emergency blackouts.
Perfect. Let's give it a try. To the kitchen.
It really feels like there was a cutscene that's missing from that, but I can't tell if it was just the way it was edited, or if there actually is a cutscene missing. Like I said, I don't have my Xbox set up for me to detect it, or not detect it, but for me to verify. I may be wrong. Maybe I am wrong.
Watch out!
Webbed Fiend. Class 5 Webbed Fiend. Type Corporeal. Dispersible. Attack Melee Ranged Rush. Weakness Shock Blast. Special Ambusher. Outwardly humanoid in appearance, Webbed Fiends can draw upon PKE. I'm not saying that. PKE in order to alter their appearance, to present a terrifying visage that can cause those with weaker wills to flee, as though they are trapped between two worlds. Webbed Fiends quickly transition between the ghost world and the physical world. Just don't be there when they do. Alright.
They're bringing some thunder. Keep working.
On the right!
How much exercise can one ghost produce?
Wow, very impressive. Light him up! You rang his bell, cadet.
That's trouble.
Run for it!
The ectoplasmic residue is by far the least pleasant aspect connected to this field of science.
It's on your left.
It's part of the job.
I guess some of them apparently fulminate to this plane. That doesn't seem like they're happy.
Right. Now, let's find that backup generator.
The kitchen. Is it through here?
Yes, just down the hall.
Achievement, we have the tools. Alright. PKE meter scan improvement. Substituting the platinum core of the PKE meter's detector assembly with the rhodium replacement increases the sensitivity of the PKE meter's neutron flux level detectors. This expands the PKE meter's active scan area, making it easier to frame good scans of erratically moving entities. Please be aware that rhodium strongly stains human skin, so tampering with the PKE meter's detector assembly in the hopes of liberating this highly valuable exotic metal core for personal use will be noticed and is grounds for a harshly worded and very sarcastic verbal warning. PKE meter recharge booster. Replacing the PKE meter's magnetron with the miniaturized klystron amplifier not only improves the received scan signal strength, but also reduces the intra-scan reset pause, resulting in a substantial decrease in the scan recharge time. Also, scanning now releases the refreshing scent of lilacs. That sounds like something straight from Zork.
Hello? Anyone there?
All right, guys, spread out. The utility room should be around here somewhere.
In some dark, scary corner.
I know I've said this before, but be careful. Don't think we're alone.
Cruel oven. The origins of this evil cooking device are unclear. What is known, however, is that demons and devils apparently love a home-cooked meal. Level: return to Hotel Sedgewick.
Crew, you okay?
This place,
Keep moving.
did you and Vinkman do all this when you were chasing Slimer?
No, this is a lot worse than they left it. This is the work of something big.
When you say big, do you mean big, big?
Mm-hmm. At the very least. Maybe even bigger.
That sounds big. The manager said there was a generator room around here somewhere. Look for a door. It has to be around here somewhere. Keep an eye out for a sign.
Alright, Ghostbusters drinking game achievement unlocked. That means, boy, they changed the names of the achievements on Steam. Scared Spitless is what the actual achievement was on Xbox 360, but apparently they call it a drinking game now. So it looks like I got all of the fountains. One second, let me... Alright, let's see. Holy shit. I have over 600,000 dollars in damage done. So that means there's no way I'm going to get that Nice shooting text achievement. You have to beat the game with under $100,000 in property damage. So I'll probably have to go through and replay this on casual difficulty. That's all good. I love playing this game anyway. I'll be happy to play it. So I need to get $3 million in damage in order to get the Destructor. So I might as well go for the Destructor. Airborne coffins are in front. Use a proton pack to avenge Mother Nature. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta nail those. Coat room? Boy, I don't even know what that one is. Yeah, I mean, I could do a lot of those in this one. I wanted to do less than $100,000 in damage, but I remember that one was really difficult, and I think you have to do it on casual and just let the other Ghostbusters do the damage for you, and you just don't collect anything, which would be a very boring game. But, you know, I mean, I could go ahead and record that one as a separate achievement, separate recording. Anyway, so, yeah, okay, let's get back to the game.
Look! Cadet found the emergency generator.
Look around for a switch or something to start it up.
What's it look like?
Probably like a switch, or something that would start up a generator.
All right, Edon, but you should know I'm keeping score.
What did I say?
There's a lot of water on the floor. Watch out for static discharge when you activate the generator.
You mean to say he could be electrocuted after the power cut off?
I'd recommend not stepping in that water.
That sounds like an excellent recommendation.
Looks like that power cable is causing all the trouble.
Get it out of the water, then.
I know this much. We're trapped down here like rats until that cable's out of the water.
How about some slime tethering?
Come on, kid.
The elevators should be working, unless something... Never mind, let's get back to the lobby.
Listen, what's that smell?
Over there. Come on.
Look out, it's the late shift.
Yeah, but this is just for help. Where's the boss? I can't believe...
Cook Ghost. Class 3 Animating Spectre. Ghost. Must trap. Attack. Range. Weakness. Proton stream. Days duration long. Trap resistance low. To avoid a scathing review, the famous French chef de Forest poisoned a food critic's dessert course. Unfortunately, he did a poor job of hiding the poison, and the next night it accidentally found its way into his staff's dinner, causing them all horrible and painful deaths. When the state-of-the-art kitchen equipment was bought and imported to New York by the Sedgewick Hotel, the ghosts of the chef and his now post-mortal staff unfortunately came with it.
I just said that out loud.
I know that guy. It's the mass poisoner, Chef DeForest. So, nobody eat anything in here, even if you're really hungry.
I'm about to swallow my own tongue, Ray. Will that be...
Chef DeForest. Class 4 Anchored Phantom. Type Ghost. Must trap. Behaviors: attack, melee range spawn, weakness, proton stream, days duration moderate, trap resistance medium, special minions, or summon minions, Chef DeForest was a talented chef, on the verge of becoming world famous. The night the restaurant critic came to his restaurant, however, things went poorly. In order to avoid a bad review, the intensely paranoid chef poisoned the critic's dessert course. He hid the poison poorly, though, and it accidentally found its way into the staff's dinner the following evening. The entire staff, including Chef DeForest himself, died horrible and painful deaths. Like the rest of his staff, Chef DeForest was imported to New York City on the Sedgewick Hotel with his kitchen equipment.
Scan it for the spirit guy. Oh, got it! Aim high. Oh, man! Oh! Find some shelter, quick! On the right! Find some cover!
Need some help here.
Aim high! Behind you!
They got me! They got me! It's on your left.
Multiple contacts!
I'm hit. Need some help.
Ow!
Look out! Above you!
That's a whole lot of whatever they are. On the right!
Come on, I see ya. Look out! Above you! Run!
It's trying a new angle.
Oh, great! A whole mess of them. Help me! All right, kitchen is clean. Let's get back to the elevator.
Caught a piece of that one.
Thank God you're here.
Everything checks out here.
It's about time.
Okay, it looks like the Psychomass is about 190 feet above our heads.
13th floor. This hotel has no 13th floor. None of the grand old hotels do.
Man's got a strong argument.
We'll split the difference. Egon, you and the Tenderfoot go to the 12th floor. Winston and I will check out the 14th. Sir, if you'll please come with us.
Fine, but stay in contact. This place is extraordinarily dangerous.
Swiss death clock. Circa 1821, the infamous Swiss death clock was constructed by Herschel Glucke. Genius but demented watchmaker, it is intended to show the exact time of death of anyone that comes near it. When placed in the firehouse, in close proximity to so many past life entities, the clock's hands spin out of control. Peter uses it as a desk fan. Level returned to Hotel Sedgewick. That's exactly what Peter would do. Achievement unlocked. I've quit better jobs than this. So apparently cleaning out the coat room is just cleaning the coat room, and I just cleaned it.
Well, let's see what's on the 12th floor.
Egon, what were you saying earlier about the mandala node?
You mean, why do we keep seeing new ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay. Think of the mandala as a city bus line. At the bus station, ghosts or waiting passengers are drawn into the system here and trapped. This concentrates their PK energy, which is then eventually forced through to the next node or station, and so on until it all ends at a final terminus. At each successive bus station, the station manager absorbs some of the energy. This makes the station manager or node guardian stronger so that it can keep the ghosts in line and destroy anyone who comes to the station to interfere with the flow. These nodes, or bus stations, gather the power used to feed a central point, thus creating a much bigger threat to our world. Does that make more sense now?
TTTC, Totally Trapped Transit Company.
Yeah, you were going strong right up until the passengers got trapped inside the bus station.
When is my performance review again? I deserve more stock options.
I say, young lady, you are full of surprises. After you, my dear.
Well, that was terrifying. Be extremely careful. This is likely to be a point of dangerous concentration. Odd. It's coming from everywhere and nowhere. Impossible to get a significant fix. Ray, come in. Are you there?
Egon, what happened? Lost you for a minute there.
We had a close contact.
I've got some more information on the Spider Witch ghost. Manager says authorities never found her, but
The bodies were hung from the ceiling. They were drained of blood and dragged around.
he says the victims were found in a pretty bad state.
The walls were painted in blood. Furniture was half chewed and crushed and piled in a corner like a giant nest.
She seems to have vandalized the room badly, too.
I don't want to be hung from a ceiling and drained of blood.
I'll tell you this much, I do not want to be found in a bad state or vandalized.
I think that sentiment is unanimous.
Let's keep moving. Take a scan, see what you find. Ray, come in.
Yeah, what's up?
What was the Spider Witch's room number?
1221. After her spree, it was locked up. Till about 5 years ago when we remodeled.
Hear that? Room 1221. I think that... Hey!
Let's keep moving. Come on.
Phantom Flush Toilet, circa 1906. Presented to His Majesty Edward VII as a diplomatic gift from the Moroccan ambassador. This stunning specimen of engineering and craftsmanship has been the harbinger of disaster and death since its initial casting. Unbeknownst to the ambassador, a Turkish drowning demon was bound to the magnificent throne as a fiendish assassination ploy. An insolent under-butler became the seat's first British victim, when said servant tried to use it before Edward had a chance. The under-butler was dragged to his horrible watery doom, and the toilet was quickly removed from the royal palace and thrown in the rubbish. It has since passed through many hands and households, spawning terror and tragedy in each. Even in this day and age, it is difficult to imagine that such a work of beauty is so incredibly deadly. Yeah, I can tell that's a real work of beauty. Blood stains all over. Return to Hotel Sedgewick.
Let's keep moving.
And if I remember correctly, you can't get that artifact until after you trigger that one event. Then you have to go back in order to get the artifact, because that's when your PKE meter boosts to blue. So, yeah, it's funny. It's been almost 10 years since I last played this game. Almost 10 years, if not 10 years, and yeah, not quite 10 years. And I remember these artifacts, these specific artifacts, because they were a real pain in the butt to get the first time around. Another reason why I'm doing these Let's Plays, it's basically a walkthrough on how to get the most achievements possible. If you follow what I'm doing, you're going to get almost all of them, and then the rest are just easy cleanup.
Are you ready?
Spider Crawler. Category: Class 6 Vermin Entity. Type: Corporeal. Dispersible. Behaviors: Attack, Range, Poison, Swarm. Weakness: Boson Dart. A close relative of the Venom Crawler, Spider Crawlers are also physical manifestations of the vermin spirits though of a different order. Encounters with these creatures have only been reported on the Ghost Plane, where they are usually the heralds of other, more dangerous powers.
Spirit guide now. Hey, I'm on your side. We're not alone in here. Trouble. Almost there.
They love me. They make me strong.
This floor is undergoing significant metamorphosis. Ghost World is aggressively encroaching on ours. It's not even utilizing a portal. This is very bad.
My ankles. Goodness, we hardly know each other. What? Who? What are you? No! Help! No, please. No!
It's the Ghost World crossing through, happening sooner than we expected. It looks like this is where the node is focused. We could use some help. Ray, are you there? Come in, Ray. Looks like it's up to us. Let's find 1221 and finish this. See what's here.
The Unruly Beard of V. Belasco. Circa 1933, Russian demonologist Vladimir Belasco performed exorcisms throughout central Russia in the 20s and early 30s. He never noticed that one of the very minor sub-demons he cast out had escaped into his beard. A massive and wild nest that stirred envy in most men. Upon his death, the possessed beard left Belasco's face and stowed aboard a freighter to the Americas. The beard has a tendency to affix itself to the chins of unknowing victims while they speak to mock them, but rarely does any harm. And so if it rarely does any real harm, then it's just, a the shitty beard, I guess. Level, return to Hotel Sedgewick. I mean, you know what? Why don't the demon, like, decide to do something good for a change? Like, I mean, he can't do any real harm, and he mocks people. Why doesn't he, like, visit a cancer ward and see all these bald kids and decide, you know what, I'm just going to be nice to these bald kids? I mean, these kids, they don't need any harm. They don't mean any harm. They don't need to feel terrible. I mean, and all, you know, just being on the kid's face, it make the kid so happy. Jeez, you know, I'm convinced that some demons out there, like if they actually encountered, you know, someone that didn't deserve being treated terribly, and they looked at the person and they could actually help them, some of them might actually, you know, realize that they could help them. Maybe not all, but, you know, some of them might. Jeez. Why am I getting damaged by my own boson darts? Didn't I get the upgrade? So I guess that's another bug. The upgrade for the damage immunity does not actually work.
Let's keep moving. That's trouble. Stuck! 12:20, 12:22. No, 12:21. Where is it? 12:21 has to be. Never trust the naked eye in this work. I'm sure it's here, even if we can't see it. Remember, just because we can't see it doesn't mean it isn't here. Good thinking. It was here all along. Well, this looks inviting. I don't like the look of this, but we've run out of options.
Come to me, little man. Don't be afraid.
We aren't alone.
Which ones are these? These are not mine. Everyone here is mine. The quiet men, the angry men, the hungry men, the scuttling ones. Yes. Now you are here, and that means you are mine. This won't hurt. You're going to feel tiny.
Knight in shining proton pack time.
Don't be shy. I don't like shy boys. Come and find me if you can.
See if you can pick up a signal. Heads up!
This is actually a really hard one to scan for. I got lucky. This is also one of, like, I believe the second hardest boss in this game. As it lore, it is a really hard boss. The final boss is actually the hardest boss in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Spider Witch. Class 6 Elevated Remnant. Type Deity. Supreme Being. Attack. Behaviors. Attack. Melee range. Weakness. Proton Stream. This anonymous woman, the authorities never discovered her identity, spent several years in the 20s living in the Hotel Sedgewick. There, for purposes only known to herself and to her master, Evo Shandor, she lured men into her rooms and then murdered them, though it's uncertain if they were killed before or after they were hung from the ceiling and drained of their blood. As a reward for her efforts as a member of his inner circle, after his death, Shandor used his substantial powers to elevate her, creating the Spider Witch, now a terrifying spider-human fusion. She and her insect-like minions protect Shandor's interests in the strange, twisted plane that exists immediately between our world and the ghost world.
It's growing stronger. Don't let it power up. Blast it! Recharge. Almost home.
Hurt me. Silly men. Leave my roots.
Let's get a scan.
Well, I thought that was a pathway. That's my own stupid fault. I also wasn't sure if I got all those spider fiends, but I did.
We aren't alone.
Which Which ones are these? These are not mine. Everyone here is mine. And the hungry, the scuttling ones. Yes. Now you are here, and that means you are mine.
Heads up!
Okay, this professional mode is way easier than the professional mode on the Xbox 320. And I'll tell you why I know that. Because on the Xbox 320, you got hit once, you were dead. You lost. If you got hit at close range like that, you were gone. There were also a lot more mini minions. I remember being chased all the way around. So this remastered actually made professional a lot easier than it originally was, which is fine. It's totally fine. I thought it was a little bit too hard when I first played it. But yeah, so if you beat on professional on the original version, at least on the Xbox 320, or 360, maybe it's 360. It's Xbox 360. I keep saying 320. Xbox 360. Yeah, it was way more difficult.
To the right! Coming! Look behind you! It's growing stronger. Don't let it power up. Blast it! More! Don't let it recharge. Whoa! Gotta move!
Okay, maybe it was the recharge that hits you, that kills you one hit. No, I remember her still killing you in one hit anyway. That recharge just makes her run faster. I mean, maybe it does up her damage, but I remember professional being a lot more difficult. I had a lot harder time when I played on the 360 with the mini marshmallows. Like, I remember there being way more spawns. Maybe my memory is bad, but I remember the game just being a lot more difficult 10 years ago, with the non-remastered version. I think they must have killed some spawns. Like, I haven't even seen her little spawns in this fight except for once, and she was summoning them all the time when I made my first playthrough. I don't know. I think they did reduce the difficulty a little bit.
We aren't alone.
Which ones are these? These are not mine. Everyone here is mine. The hunger. The scuttling ones. Yes. Now you are, and that means you are mine.
Knight in shining proton pack time.
Don't be shy. I don't like shy ones.
Heads up! Look out, on your left. It's growing stronger. Don't let it power up. Blast it! To the right. You hit me. Minroot. Look behind you. Gotta move. Don't let it recharge. Keep it up, kid.
Silly men. Come, play with my friends.
away. Get out of here. Look, the mandala map. Ray, Winston, come in. You there?
Egon, what happened? You all right?
The recruit found the 13th floor and we shut it down. PKE levels are back to acceptable parameters. This node of the mandala is fully neutronized.
All right. Where are you? We went back down to the 12th floor and couldn't find anything. Everything seems pretty normal.
Looks like we're back in the Ruby Ballroom. We'll meet you at Ecto 1.
Egon, remind me, why are we driving aimlessly in the fog?
The final node, Beckman. Close it, and we seal the mandala, trapping the ghosts inside.
Sorry to break this to you, Egon, but I just don't see a mandala.
You were saying?
Shandor Island. It's here. It's too unstable. I'm gonna have to drop you guys in circle. If Ecto 8 sinks, we're sunk too.
Ray, since you're the most excited about going to Ghost Island, why don't I just take the boat? I thought I was making a nice gesture. You're giving me the suspicious look. Drop it instantly. Let's get going, because nobody enjoys rushing headlong towards their death more than this fella.
What's the story behind this place, Egon?
The Shandors owned this island for generations. The castle was built in the 1860s. Ivo Shandor used it as a refuge, a lab, and a temple for he and other cult members to worship Gozer.
Okay, that's all well and good. But can someone explain to me how an entire island sinks?
The night the last Shandor died, there was a huge tidal surge, and the river just swallowed the island whole. Shandor consecrated the island to Gozer, and the ghost world reclaimed it.
City's lucky it's in the middle of the river instead of Rockefeller Center.
Lucky now, but soon the ghost world will continue to assert itself into ours, and the damage will be incalculable.
Just another screwed up day at the office.
All right, everybody. That is it for this recording, an hour and 20 minutes. There's no way this game is not easier than when it first came out. I have had suspicions about this for a while. I didn't want to say it. Because, a lot of times people's memories are bad. It could have been just, oh, well, I played it through and I got my butt kicked. No, I actually played this game several times all the way through on my Xbox 360. Not 320, 360. I'm sorry to everybody who was screaming at me, correcting me. I'm sorry. Go ahead and smash that dislike button if you want. It was a lot harder. There's several fights that I faced that were a lot harder. And at first I thought, could it be that they just improved the AI and made it so that my friends and family that are walking with me do more damage to the enemies? But I'm looking at this and no, they reduced the spawn. I don't know if it was a bug that made it harder than it should have been, or maybe these developers, when they remastered the game, they decided to cut back on the difficulty. difficulty isn't everything. I don't mind it being easier. Honestly, I really don't. And I remember I'm playing on professional. I don't think that there's a higher grade difficulty than professional. I think that's the highest difficulty there is. It's not bad to be easier, right? You don't have to play this game on professional in order to enjoy the game or to fully complete it. You can play it on casual and fully complete it. The AI definitely does more damage to ghosts and enemies than it did before, which is really good. I mean, really, really good. I like it when the AI is better. They did cut down on the spawns. It took me 2 hours the first time I beat the Spider Witch to beat her. 2 hours of just that fight. And it was really difficult because I had to avoid all of the crawlers. The crawlers, I was running all the way around, constantly running, doing sprints, running, jumping back and forth, running. The full thing that I usually do with a Doom game, I was doing with this game on professional. You saw me in this play. This is supposed to be the hardest difficulty. I barely even moved. It was easier. It really was. So I don't know what they did. But they definitely made it easier. Like I said, that's not a bad thing. It's still difficult. You know, first time through, first time player, you're probably going to take a while to beat the Spider Queen until you get her pattern down. You know, a Spider Witch. It took me a while to get her pattern down. I actually remembered her pattern this playthrough because I played her before several times. It's definitely more accessible for people to play professional level difficulty. If the professional difficulty is made that much easier, then casual must really be a walk through the park, and I'm going to find that out. And that's fine too. You know, having a walk through the park game, that's also fine. The draw of this game are the Ghostbusters, the Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, Annie Potts, the guy who played Walter Peck. That's the draw for this game, and it doesn't have to be a difficult game for it to be good. You know, it's not a bad game because it's not as difficult. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. Thank you for chilling with me. Love you all. See ya. Bye.